Hey guys, this is Xavier with Gotta Be Mobile, and this is the new Apple Watch Sports Edition. It's a $349 model. It's blue, 38 millimeters, and it has obviously the sports band on it. And I just picked this up, not from the Apple Store, not from Apple Online, from a neighbor named Tito that happened to have an extra one of these, and he listed on Craigslist for 600 bucks, which is quite a bit more than what these go for at retail, but I didn't want to have to wait another 2 months to get one of these. So as you can see, it's fully sealed, and the first thing I noticed about this box is that it is absolutely huge. I was expecting a watch to come in something more akin to a normal watch box, which is about maybe a third or a half of the size of this. This thing feels really heavy. It's about the same weight as an iPhone box, if not heavier. But let's dig right into it. Go ahead and take this plastic wrap off with my knife. If you look really close, you can see the Apple Watch logo here. Other than that, there's no marks on the box except for all of the certification, serial numbers, etc. on the bottom. And go ahead and remove the top cover of it. And underneath, you'll see that there's a little paper wrapping. Pretty similar to what we see on other Apple products. There's a small little green arrow, which I assume means tear this way, right to left. Take that out. And there we go. This is a little box within a box. Go ahead and open it up. And there's a watch itself in bright blue. This is a smaller version, with the watch face probably big enough for most people. It might be a little bit small on my wrists, but I'm a pretty big guy. The Apple stores are very careful to not say that there's a men's version and a women's version, although obviously the bigger one was going to not fit people with smaller wrists. But this is actually surprisingly big for compared to how it's described. You'll see that there's a little instructions here on the back of the watch telling you how to use a watch band. I guess there's a lot of people that have not worn a watch in quite a long time that wouldn't know how to put their watch on without these instructions. You'll see there's wrapping just about everywhere. It's covering up the sensors and the whole deal. We'll get back to this in just a minute. Back to the box itself. Let's get rid of that paper. You'll see there's that designed in Apple by Apple in California slogan. Obviously products are not made in California anymore, though they used to be. Back in the old days, Apple used to have a slogan that said made in California. And inside of that is, let's see, what is this? A whole bunch of instructions. So this is pretty interesting because typically Apple products come with almost no paperwork anymore. If you buy an Apple iPad or iPhone, you will not find paperwork like this. But this is the first time, obviously, this is the first day, Friday, April 24th, 2015, that anybody is getting these besides early review units. And this is an intro to the Apple Watch. So you have a little welcome. It explains what a watch face is, how to use Force Touch, the crown home button, the side button, and how to use a band to release it so you can install a different band. It's showing you where the speaker and mic is. Again, telling you how to put on a watch. And then here's some examples of things you can do with the Apple Watch. It's not comprehensive, obviously, but it is a quick intro. You would think that most people that would have bought this device would have learned about that. And what we have here is the extra watch band. So this one is a little bit longer than the one that came on it. And this will make it easier for people with larger wrists to use. I would still recommend the larger watch itself rather than the smaller 38 millimeter watch if you're a big guy. But when you're shopping on Craigslist and just trying to get an Apple Watch in your neighborhood the day of launch, this is sometimes what you end up with. So this might be a little bit small for me. Let's go back to the box. Inside the box is the AC adapter, so this is just like what you would find on your iPhone or iPod Touch. Same size, look and feel. And over here is a special USB cable on one side and the Apple Watch charger on the other. Now, this is a really long cable. It looks like it must be a 6 foot or 2 meter cable. Normally, iOS devices like the iPhone come with a very short cable. So this is really nice to see. The reason being is that the most likely place you're going to charge this is on your nightstand, because the Apple Watch lasts just about a day and you don't always have a plug right next to your bed. So this is nice that Apple put in a little bit of detail, thought into giving a longer charging solution. Again, a little piece of protectant here. They just really went nuts with all these layers of protection here. You've got some regulatory warnings on the back of it, and that's the Apple Watch Sports Edition. So I do have a more expensive stainless steel Apple Watch on the way, but this is it now. I'm going to dig into this, get used to it. Feels really solid in terms of build quality, just like you would expect from Apple. The watch itself is a little bit thicker than I remember when I went for a test drive at the Apple Store, but it is a pretty solid device from what I've seen so far. Very nice presentation in the box, exactly what you would expect from Apple in terms of packaging quality, in terms of presentation. A little bit surprised about how much stuff is in the box with these extra instructions. We just don't typically see instructions from Apple, and I'm pretty excited to dig into this. This is the Apple Watch. It's the first truly new product we've seen from Apple for some time. And in the next few days, I'm going to go ahead and dig into this and share what I think of this in a full review. This is Xavier with Gotta Be Mobile, and this is the new Apple Watch Sports Edition.